Hello everyone and welcome to Presto Nails by V. I'm Vanessa and today I'm going to walk you through how I create these sunrise sky Presto nails from start to finish. I've already gone ahead and sized my nails in coffin shape. I have not worn coffin before, so decided this would be the perfect time to try out this design. So here I'm just filing all the tips of the nails. I'm taking a little bit of acetone and just roughing up the surface a bit. I am doing the base coat for these are going to be the sky, and I'm going to be doing a gradient, so I'm using the latest color first, which is the blue, and just doing a base coat. On these nails I'm putting a nude because my intention is to do some French tips. So before I do the gradient, I'm just getting a sponge and using a lint roller and just taking off any little hairs or fuzzies on that so they do not go onto my gradient. Here I'm doing the gradient, so I'm using the 3 colors from Analogy and having them overlap a little bit and just putting a few coats on the sponge so that it's saturated before I put it onto the nail. So I've already gone ahead and done 1 coat, and here I'm just putting the 2nd coat down. In between the layers of the gradient to let them dry, I'm just going back and doing a 2nd coat with the nude. It is, I think, my 3rd or 4th coat of doing the gradient. I was having some trouble having the peach pop a little bit, so I did have to go back and do it a couple more times. The base colors are done, so I'm letting these sit overnight to dry because I do use regular nail polish. After they have fully dried, I'm going back and taking a gel top coat and curing. For the accent nail, I'm using Hollow Taco's Scattered Hollow Taco, and from experience I just find it helpful to do both directions with either glitter or hollow to be able to see the reflections from different angles. I'm going back and using that same Scattered Hollow Taco and putting that onto the gradient. After applying the Scattered Hollow Taco, I'm letting these dry for a couple hours before applying a No Cleanse gel top coat and curing. Next, I am doing the clouds, so I'm putting some white polish down from Analogy with a small brush and just putting some little clouds down. I'm putting down the peach color and mixing it with the white just to make it a little bit lighter, and then going back with a small brush and putting that into the clouds so that there's kind of that pink reflection from the sunrise. I'm taking a different brush and dipping in a little bit of acetone and wiping it off before I'm applying it to the clouds just to kind of smudge out and blur the bottom out a little bit. Then I'm going back and taking the small brush and dipping it in some white and adding that in as well as the pink just to kind of strengthen those colors so that they pop a little bit more. Going back in with the brush and a little bit of acetone just to make the clouds a little bit see-through to remove some of that polish. I'm continuing this process with the other gradient nails. I'm using Mora's The Perfect French Stamping Plate to do my French tips. Here I am stamping the lines down first as a template, and then I'm using a little bit of acetone on a brush to remove any lines, and then going back and stamping the French tip. I'm going back with the purple color and just going over that design to make it more opaque. Taking a brush with acetone and just cleaning up those lines a bit. I'm adding that scattered hollow taco on the French tip to give it some sparkle. Stamping polishes dry pretty fast, so I let these dry for about an hour before applying a no cleanse gel top coat and curing. I'm doing this so that I can do some stamping, and if I have any mistakes I can easily wipe it away with some acetone. I'm using Clear Your Lace Stampers Form a Sparkle plate. I use this plate a lot. Love the stars. So here I'm just adding some stars onto the French tips and the accent nail. I finished the design, so now I'm going and applying 2 layers of the gel no cleanse top coat and curing. I'm using Apre's Gel X Prep and etching chemically the press-on nails. Even though I'm using these press-on nails for myself, I am putting them on my packaging for social media as well as for storage when I'm done with them. So this just shows how I do this. I'm just measuring and putting some double-sided tape and then putting the press-ons down. I really enjoy how these nails turned out. I think that the design looks great, and I really enjoy how the gradient and clouds came out, the balance of the colors and the stamping. I think it just looks really nice and pretty. So please let me know what you think in the comments. If this video was helpful or inspired you to create your own cloud kind of sunrise or sunset nails. Yeah, definitely my favorite set I've done so far. So let me know what you think in the comments, and I hope to see you in my next video. See you!